that. We should talk about
Alright,
that.
dog,
That's a
what's
good
my
topic.
This is called
Life after death.
What do you think? What's your thoughts on that?
I don't even know what I honestly think like I was one of the people who think that there is it. Like
That this is it.
like you come from dust and then I return to dust. Like this is it.
I think I recently starting to, as humans, we would like to not believe that. We would like to believe that it had more. Understand? Just the naivety of like, oh, energy can never die and move on from one thing to the next, which is true. Understand?
I think some people just scared to stop existing.
Yeah.
I think there's a fear. Like they're like boom, like that is it.
That is it now.
But you know what? I actually find that a lot more comforting than after going through all of this, to have to go to heaven. Like heaven don't even seem like fun. Like when I think about what heaven is, like the way church make it seem as like dog, alright, so you're going up there to praise God.
Yeah.
And that sounds like we're gonna be playing with some animals,
Yeah.
and then 12 o'clock is prayer time till about 2 o'clock.
And get sing some
Yeah,
hymns.
you get some fruit.
It's like
and then
church.
Back. It is like church all day, you understand? And that shit don't seem fun. You
Yeah,
understand?
after all this,
After all
this
after all
down
this
here,
freedom.
do some more lit.
you understand?
Honestly,
Yeah. And your alternative to that is fucking burning eternally.
Yeah.
Like I would prefer to see.
no offense to like any Christians out there.
Yeah.
Like, I just saying this is our
Preference.
takes.
I know Christianity is not.
Because I grew up in church, and sorry.
Christianity is not in the Bible. Like it's man-made.
I mean,
Point.
I also that religion.
But what I
is
say,
not
you know what I'm saying? But I grew up in church though. Like half my life, I'm 22 years old.
Mm.
Literally half my life I spent in church, and half my life I spent out of church.
Mm.
And I just saying that I prefer outside the church. Like, cause honestly, it's the same amount of judging, it's the same amount of,
What
you know what I mean? Same amount of, is this choose to live a better life.
I like church.
Is this to live a better life now? But I just the
I
media
don't
might
know,
find
I
that the
like
media.
it. Once you're talking good shit, I
Yeah, that
don't
was
know
saying.
anything
Yeah, that
from-
was saying. I don't mind going to church.
I like church for the
listening to-
structure. Right?
Understand?
Churches actually help people live better. Like
A lot, yeah.
like without the extra bullshit, right? It is actually give you a conscience to certain things.
Mm.
You understand? Like imagine you was never in church and just going up on the streets of everybody, it's like
Mm-hmm.
a conscience to be the same.
Yeah.
You understand? Like I mean, like after you've been there, you kind of pick and choose what to do and what not to do.
Yeah.
But you just always had a conscience. So alright, this wrong, this right, whatever it is. You understand? It's always kind of like even if you decide like you grew up in church but then you're stealing, there's always had a little thing and you're like, dog, I had to come back to all right. I had to come back to
Yeah.
understand. And I mean that I don't mean that in terms of spirituality, but in terms of you not stealing does actually help everybody in life, you know, like you're not taking you're not stressing people. So that's why I like church, and I wouldn't even mind going my children up in church
I just think it's
for that little teaching, for like you know, for like
But
what's
that's better
right is
ways.
actually right.
I think we
it's
should-
have no, but it's have better ways. Is what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say is that you don't trick people into doing the right thing.
Fact.
Yeah.
That's all I say now. But why you
Yeah.
trick me into doing the right thing?
Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah, that's
contradicting what you really say, and so it's like it's a kind of whole kind of fucked up shit now. Because like it's have better ways of teaching people.
But I mean, but then
it's like it's a school,
Yeah.
and it's have that's what I'm saying. The institute of school is the structure and everything is perfect.
For social.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You understand what I mean? You learn this and this at this stage in your life. You learn this and this at this stage in your life. You learn what forever. Use it in life. You grow. You work forever. You make child. You continue. But what I'm saying is that it doesn't work for everybody.
Mm.
It does not work for everybody, and that is proven fact. It
Yeah,
does
I mean,
not work for
everything can work
everybody.
everybody. I mean,
So why they make it seem like if church is for everybody and religion is for everybody?
Yeah.
I just think that these systems or this whole thing of right living could be taught better and less judging our
and it,
you know what I
is,
mean?
and it is. It's all a choice. Religion is a choice. Like it have people.
They make it seem like it's
like
not a choice,
atheists,
they
like
make it
atheists, right? Like it sounds like a bad word, but like when they actually talk to some atheists, I think like, dog, these people be living good.
Yeah.
Just not by them by. They have a higher power.
Mm.
And that's how coming from. Like these people just be like some of the friendliest people, you know, compared to. And it's probably be this way because they know that there's atheists and they know that people expect them to be shit. You know what I mean? So that is probably the best for the whoever it is.
Probably, yeah.
You understand? But what I'm saying is like these structures just here for like choosing. You understand? Like there are people who didn't grow up in church and then hear about it and be like, oh, you know what? This sounds good to me. You understand? And that people grew up in church and be like, hey, They should sound good to
Yeah.
people who grew up in church and stay in church. Who didn't grow up in church and stay out of church, you understand? It's all I choose. And I'm mad at nobody who go to church. I'm mad
Facts.
at nobody who, like, you know, like...
It's a little annoying, honestly, but
It's never annoying to be
Deal
done,
with it,
you understand?
deal
If that
with
is what you choose to do
Yeah.
on your Sundays, though, or Saturdays or Fridays, however you choose, then that is fine.
Mm.
Compared to the next nigga staying home watching football on a Sunday, though.
No, but he not hurting nobody same speed.
And that's what I'm saying, at least you're still untouchable the same way.
Yeah.
You understand? And,
Yeah.
and that's all that matters to me, though. You understand? That nigga's not out here robbing and distressing people. As long as you're not distressing people, though, I fine.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
That's it.
There's a better way to teach people to live right.
But
I
you see,
think-
but then,
Like, I was gonna say,
To
I
live
think
pro-
while we here, bro,
Mm.
she just tried to leave the biggest mark on you. She just
Yeah,
she
the
tried to
biggest
leave
mark.
the biggest mark on you that you could done and just leave. You understand? What if that just sit there? What else you could do? You
I mean,
understand?
that's what FC do, rest in peace.
Understand? Just try to leave your biggest mark, do as best as you can. We know as humans, I believe we know what is right from wrong internally. Yet, as a human instinct,
Yeah,
you
that's
could be a
good.
wicked born, you could not go to church, you could not go nowhere, and you would know right from wrong.
Yeah.
Just the human instinct, what is right from wrong.
Mm.
Right? And yeah, bro, fucking life after that is probably just nothingness. Probably.
and I would be okay with that. I'll be okay with it.
Yeah, just
I'll be kind of disappointed.
how you will know, you won't know.
Yeah.
You won't have the
And
feeling of
which is the good
disappointment.
part about it.
What I mean now, but it's like
That is the way you might even if you
I
do
feel like
cross
if
over,
I feel
you might even remember who is who, you might remember what is what. This we recognize this one. Everything is
you think
just-
so, you don't think you remember family and thing.
You
Because
might
I
not.
think
Everything
I think
is-
so. If you watch us, I think souls are tethered.
Don't spoil
Alright,
this
sorry.
shit, please.
Souls are tethered, and I guess some chills after I say that. Man. Big
You-
facts.
It could be in a
Souls are
like,
tethered.
just
I think.
vibration wise.
Yeah, that was the thing. Because I think. Let's not talk about this show. But I just think that.
Nobody else now. I
No, I just think that that line of like. It's like you know what I mean? Life. Let me say this is life and death, right?
Yeah.
There's a little line running through. I think that little line. There is things that will cross over. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's not nothingness.
Contribute to the boat. Yeah, that was saying. I don't think there will be nothingness. I just think it might be a continuation, but just
But this
not,
thing, what if life
not on the same.
that is not the end of life. Understand? When
I
we,
like that. I
when
like
we
that.
think
I
in
like
that
But if
life,
it's just a level up.
Yeah.
you understand?
Not level up, but
No, like
It's like, okay, you're driving and the amber light is not the end of the road. Or the red light is not the end of the road. There's more road.
well, clearly, like a red light doesn't mean it have more red. It means it's just stop and
It's just like a crossover point now.
Yeah.
I don't know if I make a good reference, but
I think I understand where he was going though, but yeah.
you understand?
I
But
think that's reference to Josh, but you understand.
that is not the end of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Understand?
I mean, and I could agree, like, I wouldn't say I could agree, but either way, I would be fine with that as long as it's really not eternal damnation or spending my days like just worshiping and eating fruits and that type of peaceful
That might
shit.
get boring after.
Dog,
that.
I remember being in church, dog, and I'm playing recordings and documentaries of like people who die
Yeah,
and
went to
come
hell.
Yeah, I was
back.
serious. That was really fair.
And why saying that? I don't think we talk about this before. I don't know if I ever make an episode now, but no. What I'm saying is that
Talk about it.
people, heaven and hell, been taught. Imagine somebody telling you about heaven and hell your whole life. If you die, dog, or
Yeah,
if you like
we
go in
have a
some sort
conversation.
of unconsciousness, dog, like
That fear is your biggest fear.
it's like
Low-key.
subconsciously, your mind will create that.
Yeah,
your mind will
facts.
create that reality. You will think you see hell. You think you see the demons.
Especially if you're judging yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Especially if you've been
especially.
judging
That is
yourself.
your high now, boy.
Yeah.
You
It's
think
a
if
different height because I know, dog. I'm telling you, dog. I grew up in. I fed up. Say this, dog. I grew up in church, dog, and I remember, dog. I remember, bro, that like a little while, dog. Pastors were preaching like the rapture and shit real heavy now, eh. And I remember this time, dog. I hear trumpet song in the distance, dog, and I lying down there, and I hear, poo, poo, poo. I say, fuck. God, I say, God, come in. And I say, dog, I know I realized that day. I know I don't. I know done some bullshit, dog. So I said, I said, I pray, you know,
Yeah,
dog.
but then that's
I said, I pray, bro. And then it just done. And I went to school the next day, no man, do same shit. But what I'm saying is that it's like it is kind of play on your head now,
it's
but
placebo.
yeah, it's a placebo.
What you
Yeah.
believe is what your reality is.
Yeah.
You understand? Because what I'm saying is, right, a lot of these elders in church, they can't be faking this shit. They can't be faking catching the power and all of that.
What?
The faking that shit.
What?
I mean,
you can open your pause so quick, bro.
I'm not saying, out of 150 could be faking it. I'm not saying everybody don't fake it.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I understand some people is really being catching the power by it, and it's all placebo.
And I don't think it's, I think it's
placebo.
I think it's all placebo, you understand? Because I have other, like voodoo, you can catch your power in voodoo too. You understand? Which could also be a placebo. You get possessed by an expert, and whatever you believe it is, you catch your voodoo power, right? It's like, I believe it's all placebo. You believe this at this extent, that it real in your mind.
Yeah, so you
Understand
come
that
in.
Yeah. You understand that? I find it all that, and I here to judge nobody.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I grew up in church too, and I've been trying to get to that stage because I always wanted to feel like, dog, like, why does everybody's in church on this level of righteousness? I can't get to this level, like I'm not worshiping hard enough. You understand? And it's like, dog, it's like,
I feel catching the power.
That's
yes.
What?
I remember
Fall
growing
on
up,
and
you,
shit.
you feel it already? Yeah. I never feel it. I get pushed back on
No,
my
I
kind
talk
of.
tongues and I
feel
talk
it?
in tongues and
I cried.
You can't? If you
Where? Yeah.
But I mean, like, when you think about that
The
church
pastor
atmosphere,
praying for you and thing.
I mean, like,
Yeah,
when
dog, I
you
talk in tongues
I feel like
and
when you think
thing.
about that church atmosphere, though,
Yeah.
and like sometimes, like when they're praying for you about certain things that they actually, it's an
It
emotional
resonates.
thing.
It's
too.
a psychological thing.
Yeah, a psychological thing, you know, like, it's like,
Yeah.
I know they're praying for something that you know you are fixed, dog.
Yeah.
It's like, boom, like sometimes they just can't hold back
Yeah.
that shit, you understand? That's how I feel about
I still
that.
believe God is real. Like wherever entity the energy is, it's like.
Yeah, I believe
But just
that-
not what
no, but I
humans
just
make.
think, I
What
just think,
humans make it to be.
I just think at the center of let me do some too hocus pocus right now, but I believe that at the center of everything, just like let me say like a plant, or there is always a center, something at the center that is
A source.
power, yes, that's outsourcing everything else. I think that there is an entity that is probably tangible or intangible depending on what level you're on now, but
Yeah.
I think that there is an entity that is the source of all life. That
Yeah.
is, you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Of both life and death. That is, remember I tell you there is something that has
Intersect,
crossed that
yeah.
plane. I think that the source of life, I think is at the center of that. I think
Yeah.
the control death, control life, control beginning and end, control up and down, control. You understand me? That
Yeah.
the whole shindig.
Timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think placing a name on it or placing a stamp on it and giving it the authority of controlling, you understand me? I think I don't want to say giving it too much responsibility, but I don't think that it's purpose to judge and be juror of all living things now, you know?
What I think too is like human imagination or expectation would drive the whole thing left now, but wherever there's a situation where, why still move so much? Where like your expectation versus reality. Where in your mind you're thinking this is this, and when it's time to confront a situation, it's not really done. You understand? Where our
Facts.
imagination about
Facts.
God,
When they stress about things so much, like there's always this stress
yeah,
bigger than
it's something
like
totally
situation.
different from what truly is. You understand? So like when they tell us about God, the first thing we thought was a big bed white sit down on a thing.
Nah, but that's because that's the imagery
That's
that
the
pushed
image,
us.
the
That's the imagery
thinking.
that pushed us.
You understand?
If you tell like test, right? Not to cut you off, but if it test, I say somebody should run it, I would love to do that shit though. A child born, never show him a picture of Jesus, God,
He will call sun
and
God.
teach it
He will call the birds God.
and teach.
You
and
understand?
teach.
Because he wouldn't come to realization that there's something higher than myself. Or the voice in it. That was even when they used to praise the sun. It's just, what if it's just a human fault? What if
I
there's
don't wanna say
an
that human
error,
fault, but it's
there's an error in our system to want to be, how I could say, controlled? Is it controlled or have something to believe in?
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
just believe in a higher power. Just,
Yeah, like like
something out of you now, but
yeah, you know. What if that just like a crack in the code, you know, a code?
I don't think it's that cracky the code. I just think that's human.
What if the government is good?
No,
Like,
no,
like check this, like check
nah.
this. Check this.
Nah.
Based on evolution, I said that one human, right? Boom, he figured out code. Is like, hey, you know what? I need fucking company, right? Like this nigga who's just here for like by himself for a long time. Create somebody else, create a few more people. Boom, he's like, you know what? People starting to get out of hand. Like we build a little thing, understand? And like over time, like it's like, alright, boom, we have a government. Understand? And it's like, alright.
The government is not good.
The government
If
is
it's
not
one
Like,
thing, the
no,
government is anti.
when I say like, so like the people who in the government now would know this actually what happened. You understand? This is actually what happened.
like at the top of the chain then,
Yeah.
where they have, because there's shit that they know that they would never
think Jay-Z
disclose
will
to
be
the
on
masses. They what?
I think Jay-Z will be on, you know. They probably know.
I doubt.
I feel they know a little bit.
They probably know, you understand, but it's
I think
like,
they tip of the iceberg.
okay, it's like you know certain things that you, as I always say, if a plane is going to crash, and I gotta say, if a plane is going to crash, you know people on the plane to panic, so they say, no, stay calm. Once you keep you in the safe zone, less stress. Because if everybody on the earth truly knew the truth, whatever the truth is, and we know the truth is now we're being told, then shit would just be totally different. You can have everything free, dog. We don't need to be paying for nothing. It have enough for everybody in the earth. Why are you paying for it? You're paying for free resources, water.
No, but I
If
mean,
they could fucking,
Because
if they
back
could
to most
monetize,
stuff-
I should
back to
already
most
do it
stuff-
already. If they could monetize oxygen, they would monetize oxygen. I think they probably do it already, right? Where like everything is bullshit, bro. Like, it's done. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle, fam.
I don't know, there's not like no anime fans, but so from Metal Alchemist had like this concept of God, right? Where like God is basically you, I should say. So like when you die, you're confronted with like basically a white light of you, right? And behind you, it have like a gate, right? I call the gate a truth, and it's like you're not going to enter the gate until it basically face the truth. Understand? So it's like, so actually in Full Metal Alchemist, what went on was, so I gotta be doing the whole shit for it, right? So Full Metal Alchemist is about like, I don't even know what alchemy is.
Yeah.
You know what alchemy is?
Explain it much for people who
So
don't know.
alchemy is basically the study of metal, breaking down metal and reforming it, right? I hope I'm correct, right? So it's like you're taking break down a metal chair, turn it to a metal table basically, right? That's what it's called alchemy, right? But the biggest rule in alchemy is number one rule in alchemy is it's called about equal, it's called this by it's like equal mass, like you can't gain something without giving the exact amount, right? Which in the show is applied on a deeper level, understand? So alchemy is like used as powers of writers, and they're not using it to bend metal writers, but they're using it as a way to like create powers of writers. So it's like you're using fire, like fire alchemy, so you're substituting oxygen for fire, so the amount of oxygen you take is the amount of fire you get, right, basically. Alright, so like when the Diana confronted with God, the whole show revolves around equivalent exchange is what it's called. The whole show revolves around equivalent exchange. So like when it died, so like so this one, so the whole show was about the mother died, the two stars, the mother died, they tried to bring her back, right? And by bringing her back, what they tried to do was give the reader book on like the physical attributes of a human exactly. They want phosphorus, salt and everything. They gather all that. Right, and then the essence of our human soul, which they thought was blood writers, and they put that into the equivalent, the mix. Boom, try the thing, right? It wasn't enough. So it's like it had this thing called a transmutation circle, and because that wasn't enough, the circle needed enough to bring back the mother writers. So the circle did was take the little brother's whole body, and the older brother leg and arm, well leg, take your leg, and take it back the younger brother's soul. You give up the arm. You would have give up your arm to give up your younger brother soul, right? Equivalent exchange. Because young, so I guess her arm was enough because she was like 5 or 6 to give back her soul, right? Anyway, so then they're trying to get back the mother for the whole show. Well, actually, it turns out he's trying to get back her brother body frame because she's feeling guilty about it. So, right, so the so when he meet God, which was himself, God is basically asking him, what you think is enough to get back a human? And that's what the whole show is about. So for years, this nigga is trying to figure out what equivalent to a human soul, understand? And in the end, the answer was basically his talent or power. And that was like real deep, because if you think about it, like the one thing I don't think anybody would ever give up. If you had a choice, you'd never give up your talent.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
So like in the end, you had to give up your powers.
That's shit crazy, bro.
Yeah, to get back your brother.
Would you give up your talents to bring back someone?
Yeah, your whole creativity to bring back the person you care about the most. Understand?
Probably, yeah.
You're saying that now, but like when you face it to dog, it's like dog,
Yeah.
like that's
But
basically,
if it's somebody I care about, yeah.
yeah, but that's basically the end of your own life.
Can it be a bigger stake? Would you bring back your talents? Would you give up your talents to bring back somebody?
And the whole thing is like it wasn't even like you had to figure it out. And you know what's going on? Like I think like if you pick the wrong answer, you're losing out again. So like that was the tough thing about it. Is like you go up there, it's like so we're willing to give up to fucking to give back this human soul. And it's like, I'll give up my arm. He's like, alright, boom, take your arm, you go back, the human soul not here. So it's like
So you just lose an arm?
you just lose an arm basically.
Wow, cause that's not enough.
that is not enough. So so like giving the answer, he just asking it all the time
Yeah.
because it's basically you. It's basically you. And like once you get the answer right, then the door does open.
Mm-hmm.
That's the anime.
What's the name of that?
Full Metal Alchemist.
Before you leave, you pull up that
Yeah,
shit.
well, it had two versions, right? Full Metal Alchemist, but I heard it's like more accurate to the point.
Yeah.
The first one was like a bunch of fillers and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It get real deep. You understand? It's like, but every time you visit God or whatever it is, and they give up something, it's got a little piece. You got to go in the door shit, and it's got a little piece of whatever it is. You understand? So that's how you got to figure it out. Like when you get a little piece of something, it's got to be like, it's got a little bit. You see a little bit, so then it's like, I think I figured it out. So then they come back, it's like, boom, there's the answer. It's like, no nigga.